Chelsea Football Club are on high alert as Jamal Musiala could potentially be leaving Bayern Munich. But there are two clubs that are chasing him, and the reality is, I don't think we're likely to get him. However, we will talk about the opportunity and we'll talk about his quotes. Furthermore, Benjamin Sessko has recently joined Leipzig. His people have been at Stamford Bridge, and it is very interesting why they've been there because his release clause is awfully nice. We'll talk about that. We've got Conor Gallagher being linked with Newcastle. A lot of people aren't gonna like that. We're gonna have to talk about it. And we've got an update on Reece James and an update on Levi Colwill. I don't think it's the type of update we both wanted, but let's talk about it. Let's get into it. But before we get started, hit that like button. We're aiming for 1,000 likes on this video. And number two, if you're brand new, subscribe. Best way to support the channel. Let's get on with it. Chelsea Football Club had Jamal Musiala within Colwill. Jamal Musiala's family moved back to Germany and he decided to go with them and move to Bayern Munich. And now he represents Germany and it just didn't work out for Chelsea Football Club. It's a shame because we had him at Colwill and he somehow just slipped through our fingers. However, it looks like Jamal Musiala's time in Bayern Munich looks to be coming to an end. The dispute over a contract has been going on for a year now. There's no contract being signed and it looks like the player wants to come to the Premier League and try himself. It's been reported that Manchester City are very keen to get this player. However, it's going to take a lot of money. Last season, before the window closed, Chelsea fans were getting very excited because there were reports coming out that Chelsea were eagerly anticipating to make a move. They were talking to Jamal's camp. Joe Shields is very high on the player. And now the reports are coming out again. The Guardian is reporting that Chelsea will be monitoring him. We've seen quotes from Jamal Musiala where he said, Chelsea feel like a family to him. He's not there anymore, but it always feels like home. And stuff like this fuels the fire. Let me just be the bearer of bad news. I really doubt that we're going to get Jamal Musiala. I think Jamal Musiala's time at Bayern Munich has been incredible and I wouldn't be surprised if he re-signs and Jamal stays even longer. If Jamal wants to test himself in the Premier League, I see him going to Manchester City over us. The only way we could absolutely bring him back in is number one, the allure of London, and number two, we allure him with the fact that he loves us. The fact that we gave him an opportunity, the fact that he is a Chelsea fan because he grew up through the academy and he's one of our own, he needs to come back. That's the only way, because from a footballing aspect, I don't see a reason why he would join us. But you know what? Crazier things have happened. Stay tuned, we will have more updates as the story progresses. This second story regarding Benjamin Sessko, now this I believe, alright, this is right up Chelsea's stream, especially when Chelsea Football Club under Todd Bowley are shopping in this area. So it looks like Benjamin Sessko, who has recently joined Leipzig from Salzburg, has had a year there. He's gone on a crazy run of scoring goals, right? Ever since game week 19 and to present day, he has scored 9 goals in 26 appearances. He's on fire. He's got 9 goals in 1,000 minutes, which really reminds me of Nicholas Jackson's end period at Villarreal. What is interesting with this move, and this is coming from Ben Jacobs and Nazir Kinsella, this player is available for 42 million and his representation was spotted at Chelsea Football Club game. His representation has been invited. This player has had people come to the games, meet with the directors, liaise with them, and you know how it works. Oh, he's got a little discount. What about if he comes? The issue for me here lies is he worth the 42 million? 100%. He's 20 years old. He's a good goal scorer. He's got a big frame, very good at linking up play. But is he what Chelsea? I'm going to say no. And the reason I'm going to say no is because he reminds me an awful lot of Kai Havertz in terms of he's going to come in, he's going to be very good at link-up play, he's going to be a good player, smart runs, educated runs, the ones where he drifts defenders away, makes space for others, passes are going to go to him, and there'll be days where Sessko gets you 2 goals. Then he'll go on a little run, well, he'll get you 6 in 8. Everyone's going to be happy. But then because he's young, he's inexperienced, he's going to go on 10 to 12 games, no goals. And what's going to happen is people are going to write him off. We're going to have Kai Havertz 2.0. This isn't the talisman that people want to see. People want to see at Chelsea a Lukaku who gets you 25 goals, a Victor Osimhen who gets you 25 goals. I'm not saying those names. I'm saying players of that magnitude. Victor Gyökeres. People want that number 9. I don't think Sessko fits the desire that people have. I don't think he's the 9. He's almost like a 9/10. He's like a creative forward who's going to get you goals, but they're not going to be at the rate. So you're going to need your wingers to chip in. You're going to need your number 10s to do some more work. And people will be left frustrated. And when we lose, it'll be the Kai Havertz treatment for Benjamin Sessko. Trust me on this one. This next part of the story is actually very interesting because we are once again linked with an exit for Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher, the other day against Everton, put in a very good performance. I was actually very impressed when I rewatched the game. Conor Gallagher in that double pivot next to Moises Caicedo, Chelsea were really building up play nicely with a 3-2, and then after that they had 5. And it was so nice to see. It really reminded me of what we saw in pre-season. And it's frustrating that it took this long for us to start seeing that build-up play again. But Conor Gallagher was very close to Moises Caicedo. However, reports now once again are coming out that Conor Gallagher's time at Chelsea is coming to an end. Conor Gallagher is being linked with a move to Newcastle, and these are North Side journalists where they're coming out with stories that they've been scouting him, the representatives are going to the game. I just think this is a formality nowadays, man. I know a lot of people are going to be upset when they hear this. They're going to say, Alex, this is unacceptable. We shouldn't be selling Conor. He's one of our own. I think sadly, Conor Gallagher's fee of £50 million is going to be so desirable, £45 million is going to be so desirable, Chelsea can't help but sell him. And I agree with the sale. I don't think he's a £45-50 million player. I really don't. I think a bit of that magnitude comes in. You let him go, you move on, and you reintegrate the next batch of players. Conor Gallagher is a good squad player for Chelsea Football Club if Chelsea want to get to where they want to be. But his technical level of security is just not up there. And you saw that actually yesterday with the Arsenal game. If any of you watched it, Declan Rice, who's been getting praised to high heavens. Oh, look at Declan. Oh, he can run, he can tackle. Well, what happened when he met a high level of technical efficiency players? He got schooled. You can't run faster than the football. You can't. And you can't be overly aggressive because by the time you get there, the ball's gone. It's as simple as that. People don't want to agree with it. They don't like it because they like the commitment. They like the blood and passion and thunder of those players. Sadly, you need people that can move the ball in tight areas and have both sides of the game. And sadly, I don't think Conor Gallagher does. Nice quick update regarding Reece James. Reece James is back in full-fledged training by himself, so he's running around. Reece has not been rushed back at all. We have not seen Reece rush back because Chelsea want to be super careful with him. They want to make sure this hamstring recovers properly. And honestly speaking, with Malo Gusto being in the form that he's in, there's no need to rush him back. Reece James has put out a message saying how he's hungrier than ever to come back. He really misses playing, and you know what? This is really nice to see. I just want him to rest. Reece, literally take the season if you need to. Come back to pre-season fresh and healthy, ready to play. That's my personal opinion. I really want to see what Reece, like how quick Reece recovers, and when he comes back, how fit and healthy he is. Is he ready to come back? Because the reality is, if he comes back and has a few good games, he might want to go to the Euros. And I don't know whether Gareth will take him or not. It's going to be interesting. And in regards to Levi Colwell's going to miss the Manchester City game. I'm almost certain of this. He's got a toe issue that's been reoccurring. We don't know what's going on in it. This is something that's been happening over and over again, and it's very frustrating to see. I think he could have played through the pain because evidently he came back for the final. But I don't think Chelsea wanted to risk it. And it's one thing that to risk it for a final, it's another thing to risk it for meaningless games for to get us into the Europa League. This is a semi-final. I still don't think we're going to risk it. Expect to see him back, not for the Arsenal game, the one after that. But it is what it is, Bratuki. I hope you lot enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, let me know your thoughts. Peace out, I'm out.